Whipsnade Zoo. Thank you for joining us on this beautiful rainy Saturday morning. My name is Liz. A little bit about the penguins we have up here at Whipsnade Zoo. A little bit about penguins out in the wild. Some of their awesome, amazing adaptations that they have and what they are threatened by and what we can do to help support penguins out in the wild as well. If you love our penguins here at Whipsnade, you've got a special opportunity today. At 2 o'clock, we invite members of the public to have a go at feeding the penguins. You can share that cup of fish between a group of you, and then you can come up here at 2 o'clock, collect your cup, and then feed the penguins. If you'd like to do that, if you head down to our shop, which is by the main entrance, you can buy a ticket, voucher, and then come up here and feed the penguins. You also have an opportunity of winning a penguin feed if you head to our lion talk at 11:30, and if you can guess a fact about a lion. I think it might be how much one of our lions weighs in something like mince pies or turkeys or something like that. You can then win a penguin feed, and you can come and have a chance at feeding the penguins. So that's 11:30. As it's raining, we're going to get on with the main bit of penguins. So first question, does anyone know how many different species of penguin there are? Hands up if you think there are more than 10. More than 15. More than 20. Slightly less than 20. Scientists think there are 18 different species of penguins. So we've got a picture of them here. You can also see a picture of them up there. And they live in lots of different places as well. So where do we think penguins live? Hands up if you think penguins live on the beach. One person on the beach, okay. Hands up if you think penguins live near the equator, near the middle of the earth. Hands up if you think penguins live in snowy conditions like the South Pole. Live near the equator. Our Galapagos penguins live on the Galapagos Island near the equator. And of course we do have some penguins that live at the South Pole as well, in Antarctica, but only 2 species of penguin live their whole life on Antarctica, and that is the Adelaide and the Emperor penguin. Other penguins tend to live on islands or in the Southern Ocean, Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean and Indian Ocean. Our rockhopper penguins, they live on really rocky islands in the Indian Ocean. Penguin look. They look like they are wearing dinner jackets with a lovely black jacket on the back and a white tummy shirt underneath. And we call this counter shading. And it's actually really good camouflage when they're swimming in the ocean. Because when they're swimming in the ocean and you look down at them and you see underneath the black dark ocean above them, you see their black backs, that blends in really well with the dark ocean below. And likewise, if you were swimming underneath a penguin and you looked up, their white bellies would camouflage against the light water that you can see the sky through above. So it's really good camouflage for them to help them escape predators. Useful for the penguins to sneak up on their prey, the food they want to eat. Does anyone know what penguins eat? Fish. Our penguins here are fed on sprat, herring and one other name of fish I can't remember, and they get a rotation depending what's in season in our British waters around us, so that we can feed them nice and sustainably. And to help them catch their fish, they have got excellent swimming ability. Does anyone think they're a good swimmer here? Do you think you're a good swimmer? Yeah, pretty good. Do you think you could beat a penguin in a swimming race? No, very wise. Penguins are extremely good at swimming. They are faster than the fastest human. Fastest human can swim at over 5 miles per hour. The fastest penguin is called the Gentoo penguin, and that can swim at 22 miles per hour. Super speedy. It's 4 times faster than the fastest human. They are also 20 minutes. Excellent. Well done. And they can dive 550 metres into the ocean as well, which is 5.5 times the height of the Big Ben Tower. So they are amazing swimmers, excellent divers. They are also really good at keeping themselves warm. They have got a double layer of feathers. So on the outside, they've got a layer of waterproof feathers, and underneath that they've got a nice fluffy layer of feathers, and underneath that they've got a layer of something called blubber, which is fat under their skin, which helps keep them nice and warm in cold conditions and cold water. Warm, that when scientists have measured their temperature on the outside of their bodies, they have found that it is colder than the air around us. And Catherine is going to hold up a wonderful photo taken with a thermal camera, and you can see that the penguins look blue, and that's because the penguin bodies are showing up as being colder than the air around them, and because they are so well insulated, and they can keep their internal body temperature at 32 degrees when the outside air is at minus 20 degrees. So they are super good at keeping it nice and warm. Spiky beak as well to stop the fish sliding away from them. And they swallow the fish head first, so it slides down their throat nice and easily, and they can eat it nice and tasty. Unfortunately for penguins, humans have got very good at catching fish as well, with technology, with their fishing boats, with their giant trawler nets. And we are not leaving enough fish in the seas for the penguins anymore. That is one of the biggest threats facing animals like penguins that live in the sea, is habitat loss due to humans eating all of the fish that's in the sea and not leaving enough fish in there for the penguins. In fact, both species of our penguins here are vulnerable to extinction. Our rockhoppers are considered endangered, and there's around 200,000 of them left in the wild, and our African penguins are considered critically endangered. And it said we've got less than 10 years left to save the African penguins. Their population has declined by 90% in the last 100 years. So what can you do to help our penguins? Well, you have done a fantastic thing to help already. You have visited us here at Whipsnade Zoo, and we are part of ZSL, which is a conservation charity working in over 80 countries all over the world, and working with fishermen to try and make sure that we are fishing sustainably. You could also make sure, if you're buying any fish for your dinner, that it is being sustainably caught. Look out for this, which means the fish has come from a sustainable source, and so that is good for the planet, good for the penguins as well, leaving enough fish in the water for the penguins to eat as well. Thank you so much for visiting us here today at Whipsnade. If you do have any questions, do come over and ask. My name is Liz. We have another talk happening at 11:30 at our lions. And like I said, this is a special festive talk, so the lions are going to be having their dinner, and you also have an opportunity to win the chance to feed the penguins. So if you'd like to do that, head over and see our lions. And we've got other talks that are happening this afternoon. Have a look at our app or our talk boards around the museum, around the zoo, or come and ask me and I can let you know when some talks are happening as well. Thank you so much.